What's up, guys? It has been an interesting morning. So I'm in my third trade of the day, third trade on Gbpnzd, and as you can see, this trade's working really, really well. The first two did not work so well. We're going to recap everything, but I wanted to come on, start the video here with me up 38 pips from one entry, 30 pips from another entry, up 0.3635% as we speak, as this continues to move higher. Now, from the earlier two positions on the day, I'm down about 0.5%. So let's flip over to TradingView and let me show you what happened this morning, why I was short biased, and now why I flipped and took this thing long. So coming into the morning, we knew that there was nothing really clean. I didn't have any A setups on my watch list, not even anything that fit a B setup. This was a counter trend idea trying to sell this down towards the 800 EMA. And then it ended up stopping me out twice. Once at this pin to the 200 EMA, and the second time as it pulled up here. When it pulled up and broke the 50 EMA, that was a signal to me that this could be a D2 trade opportunity. Now, the D2 trades are what we discuss in the new course coming out at the end of January, the end of this month. The D2 ideas are using divergence to spot the bottom of a reversal before you get a move back in the direction of the higher time frame trend. Here, if you look at the 1 hour, you can see we've been long biased since my idea back here the day after Christmas to trade this thing up towards the 800 EMA here. Seeing that we touched that 800 EMA yesterday, trading from the 50 to that 800 today seems very logical, especially with the TDI in the buy zone. If you go to the 4 hour, you can see we're holding the 800 EMA, TDI is rising in the buy zone. Last couple of days, clearly picking up some steam in an uptrend. And then if you look at the daily, we've broken back above the 8, we're above the 50, above the 200, and headed through the 50 here if we can get a bullish day today. So that created the long idea. Now, I was still willing to take two short ideas because of the TDI on the 15 minute. Being in the sell zone, that kept me short biased here. But as soon as it broke the 50 with the divergence on the bottom, that signaled to me that we could see rise out of this, especially when I looked at the 1 hour and saw that my idea from the day after Christmas, the 2 days after Christmas, had hit the 800 yesterday. That told me that we could definitely retest that 800 today. So now, from my entry, if we get a retest of that high a day, right near that 1 hour 800 EMA, I'm going to be able to cover those two losses because I took a negative 0.25% loss on each short position. So I'm down about 0.5% on the day. Now I put another 0.25% risk on this trade. So if I can recover and win the trade through to high of day, it'll actually cover those two losses and make me profitable on the day, which would be really awesome. So it's 10:22. I wanted to start the video here with you guys. I'll show you again the hereunder. I'm up 37 and 29 pips respectively. So we're trying to get up over 0.5% in profit to cover the two losses from this morning. So I'll come back on with you when I decide to either close some of this or when it hits take profit. Oh, and just so you know, if you look at the stop loss price here, you can see both stops are locked in profit from the entry prices. I don't know if I told you that already, but both stops are locked in profit. So I can't lose any more money today. All right, guys, I am back. It is 11:09, so I was just making breakfast. I was stopped out of the trade in profit on the second half of the position. So about 10 minutes after I finished the video with you guys, I started to see divergence building on the 1 minute, and it broke the 50 EMA and retested. When it broke and retested, I exited half the position there because I know that the break of the 50 EMA with divergence going against my trade could tell me that something's going wrong. Now, the purple line here going across the screen, that's where I had my stop loss on the second half of the trade. So what was two losses and a minus 0.5% day is now two losses and a win and less than 0.25% of a loss today. So really very manageable, still profitable on the week from the bigger Euro AUD winner that you saw from Monday. So I think I'm done trading for the day. It's just a few minutes after 11 o'clock. Trump is coming on in a few minutes, as you can see behind me. So I'm going to keep my eye on the news and see what he says about the missile attacks. We'll see how the market reacts to that. But again, another good management technique here by moving my stop into profit. So I hope you see that and you apply that into your own trading. It's built into my plan that after we go up 1 hour, we move the stop loss into profit on anything less than an A setup. And again, even the long here, after the two shorts, the long wasn't an A setup either. So the two short positions, I just didn't need to be involved in them, to be honest, because they weren't as great as my trades earlier in the week. I should be pickier, and I think that's the big thing you can take out of today. If you watch all my videos, you know that it's very rare you see me do 3 trades in a day. So maybe here, it's better for me to actually just zoom out and say, hey, none of this was perfect. The long trade here is great to recover some of the loss, but again, not perfect. And the short trades were readable, but not perfect. So I think I can definitely be pickier, and that's what I'm going to apply into my trading. You'll see the rest of this week. Going to be very picky tomorrow on Thursday, same thing on Friday, and then carry that forward into next week. So I hope you learned something here. I hope you see how being picky is important. I hope you see how being unbiased and using your technique can help you switch directions and still recover some of an earlier loss like this. But you have to have predefined entry and exit signals like I do. So they were A1 entries down taking this short, and then it was a D2 entry taking it long the other way. The D2, like I said to you already, is what's coming out in the course at the end of January. I'm excited to get that to you guys because I know a lot of you have questions on how I know when to enter these trades and when to exit. Like I said, I give you a lot of information here in these YouTube videos talking about the divergence and how I trade it in directions that it's telling me to trade it. But more information, the exact entry signal, all of that stuff is detailed in the course, and that's coming out January 31st, maybe January 30th. We'll see when I feel like releasing it at the end of January for all of you guys to take advantage of. So yeah, a little stressful today with the 3 trades. I feel good that I followed my rules. I hope you found some value in the video. Drop a comment if you have any questions, and I will see you guys in the next trading video.